Hey y'all, this is inside of the Mazda CX-9. I've been able to test drive this baby for about a week now. They're actually on their way to pick it up. They're literally on their way, and I've enjoyed it I'm really upset about it because I love this car. And I've had it for the past week, and I figured I would do a little video review to kind of give you an idea of pictures don't do this car justice, and so I just felt inspired to just do a quick video highlighting some of the really cool features that I've been able to enjoy in this car. And one of the biggest is this touchscreen tech portal thing. It probably has a way more refined name, but that's what I'm going to call it. It is connected to my Bluetooth currently right now. My Bluetooth's called Beast Plus, and I'm just amazed at how intuitive, how quick it was able to find the signal. And then, oh my gosh, it on my display, because my car is able to display this information, but it's not as refined, it's not as long, it's not as pretty. So the technology here is sick, okay? And not only can I come here, I'm not going to press the button, because if I press the button it's going to take me out of the video because it's connected to my phone, but I can touch this here. I can, move my finger along. I can pick all these different channels. It's all touchscreen. But let's say I want to kind of control it down here because I'm driving, or maybe I'm not driving, because we don't play with this while we're driving. See? But let's say I am at a red light and I want to control what's happening here. I can also do that pressing this. I can control my volume here. I can mute here, and it's all gonna control up there. And it's just so easy. The only thing I wasn't a fan of, and my husband said the same thing, the center console seems a little large. Personal preference, but it kind of felt like it was kind of hitting into your knee a little bit if you're someone who has longer legs. Not that we're incredibly tall people, but this can kind of get in your way a little bit. But there's also that dual air and heating bit. Personally, this isn't something that I need in a car. I've heard lots of people say how beneficial it is because the driver can have certain temp, passenger can have certain temp. I mean, I don't know. In my car, it's like you're gonna be colder, you're gonna be warm, or I can't appease to everybody's comfortable level in terms of temperature. So you will just deal. That's not something that gets me geeked up. This is what gets me geeked up, okay? And then also there is inside of, I don't know what this is called. I don't have all the fancy words, but right here I have a digital version of the car, and it lets you know what's happening. See, I just opened the door. Whatever you're doing with the car, it will let you know just by displaying it right there. That's really cool. And what else is really cool that I wanted to highlight with you guys? I'm gonna get out in a minute to kind of give you a better idea of how the car looks on the outside. I'm at a park, so you will see other vehicles around me. I wanted to kind of find somewhere a little more secluded, but I could not. And yeah, I'm just really amazed at how well it drives. It feels as if I'm floating, and this could just be a new car thing. Again, I've never had a new car, so this is all new to me. Coming with a sunroof. Never had a sunroof in a car ever before, so this is always a special treat to me, and very appreciated. Also, what I noticed with the lights are they're not your typical yellow lights. These lights are a little bit more blue, which you wouldn't think made a difference, but it does. The ambient lighting thing that they have going on here, very nice. Okay, so we have leather seats, of course. You've got my junk in the seats, so don't mind that. The keys, I didn't even have to use the keys. Why? Because of the push to start button, something I still don't have in my current vehicle. Y'all, I drive older cars because the only time I want to ever have a new car is when I am able to pay for it in cash, right? So one of the things that my husband and I both loved about this vehicle is the Bose sound system. Out freaking standing. It's crazy. It's crazy how good it sounds. So I'm gonna get out and show you some of the back. So I have two of my children's car seats in here. We picked up a friend of mine's daughter the other day, and her third car seat sit right over here with no problem. So I have 3 car seats in the back, which is very important for mothers of small kids. You need to have that extra space. And this has a third row. The not so good side about this is you cannot access the third row with the 2 car seats here. Maybe if my son's car seat was a little bit more narrow, we'd be able to do it. But the good news is an adult could sit comfortably right next to this car seat. I also squished myself back there in the third row. Comfortable, not long term. That's not something I'd want to do long term, but it was comfortable enough for me to kind of ride around town. Also, a really cool feature here is you've got some shade blockers that can come up and down. Love that. I loved being able to access the trunk like that, and pushing the seats down. Super, super, super simple. That brings the headrest down, and then you can kind of, is it not going to do it because I'm on camera? Oh, there we go. Oh, super simple to get those down. And then you've got all this cubic square feet of, I don't even know if that made sense, but look at all that space I've got, which is kind of my preferred way of riding around with it. Got a cute little cubby holes there, and lots of plugs. I noticed, I'm coming back around, when I was riding with my husband, there have little plugs here. Didn't notice that until later. And then we have inside the center console all the plugs and tech gadgets you need. One of my favorite features of this car is how you can kind of control the air conditioning and heating in the back. Again, something I know that's pretty standard in most cars now, but my daughter loved being able to control how she felt back here. And now we're back up front. So yeah, I love this vehicle. Is it something I would purchase? I'm not sure. You know, I'm not really familiar with Mazda, the brand, but in terms of bells and whistles and how the car feels when you're driving it, it's just, it literally is the smoothest ride I've ever had the experience of driving. So big fan, and I'm really upset that I have to get rid of it. I wish they let me keep it a little bit longer. If you want more information about this vehicle, all the details are going to be on the blog. And yeah, let me know what you think. What are you driving, or what is your dream car? I would love to know that.